Hello. So, I have been doing a ton of traveling lately and like road trips and different adventures. So, I decided I'm gonna start documenting it because why not? So, today is the first time I'm trying out this camera. This is a new camera I got, and yeah, I am prepping for a last minute road trip to Arizona. So, I have been living in New Mexico for work over the summer. And yeah, so it's Friday. I just started packing. I don't think I'm gonna finish, but I think I'm gonna leave a little bit early, finish packing, and then hit the road. Not sure where I'm gonna go yet, so yeah. Burrito. How exciting. At Blake's. Wait, is it zoomed out?
I want to thank Wakea for sponsoring this trip to Shiprock right here.
Our first stop is Shiprock, New Mexico.
Shiprock, New Mexico.
Yeah, Shiprock, New Mexico. So we drove down this dirt road in Malibu, and we're gonna try to make it back without getting stuck. So the first day, we left after work at probably 5 p.m. and we just drove like 3 hours, and then we camped out, and we bought a tent site. It was at Moore's RV Park, which is in like Bloomfield, I think is what it was called. And we didn't get there till dark, and I didn't end up filming like putting the tent up or anything. Just threw the tent up, went to bed, and then got up, had kind of a relaxing morning, a bit too relaxing because we figured out that Arizona doesn't observe daylight savings, or we remembered, so we were gaining an hour. We had like 4 or 5 hours before we were supposed to go to a tour at Antelope Canyon. We were doing the Secret Canyon and Horseshoe Bend tour. And so we got up, had breakfast burritos, got coffee, whatever, and then drove to Shiprock, New Mexico, which is just like a really cool rock that I wanted to photograph. I missed like a perfect photo opportunity of it when it was storming last time I passed it. Anyway, photographs weren't as good as if I could have gotten that. But anyway, so we drove to that, and we drove all the way up to the rock, and that was like rough terrain and like kind of like sand and stuff, so we had to drive slow and like kind of miss holes and this and that. And we could have just like stopped far away from it. We drove all the way up to it. It ended up taking kind of like an extra hour to drive up to it, and we didn't realize it. So we got done, we checked the navigation, and we were going to be arriving at our tour 30 minutes late. You're supposed to be there a few minutes before. We were like 3 hours away, so it was like we would have had to go so fast. And we called, and luckily they let us rebook for sunset, although they basically say that you can't rebook for any reason or traffic or whatever. But I guess we called, they still had spots available for sunset, and they probably weren't going to sell them, so they let us move it to sunset.
I also forgot to mention that we pulled off on the side of the road for this like field day that was like a Navajo thing, I think. And so we paid to get in, and we watched these barrel races for a bit, which was fun.
This is the young one invited everybody out. All women's rodeo down in Round Rock. This young gal puts Mexican water on the map. That's how she does it. Check it out. Private John. Shea Gray. 8 time of a 24. Check it out. He's doing it. Right barrel first. Okay. That's what you call loyal support. Check it out. Just cute down there. I don't let carbon at the hang on there, Giaja. Okay, we got it. Home stretch. Across the finish.
tried to go to Slide Rock State Park in Sedona, and we showed up and it was like a 90-minute wait. So we're on the side of the road at like a little Indian marketplace and chilling out for a bit, and I don't know what we're gonna do next. We'll see. And we went and tried mead, which I videoed a bit of this, but mead is like apparently like the oldest kind of alcohol. It's made from honey, so that was really unique. We did like a mead tasting, and the woman gave me like an extra taste of my favorite one or whatever, because my birthday's today and she saw my ID. So we checked that out and we had like a nice view of the red rocks, and then we moved over to a wine tasting after. So we did the wine tasting, and then we were starving, hadn't eaten, so we got some dinner and another drink, and then we kind of were like, okay, we shouldn't drive, and it was a little bit late, so we didn't go back to the Slide Rock State Park, which I really wanted to do, but we just didn't make it happen. And we had some hikes in mind, but we ended up kind of just chilling out in Sedona. Okay, so currently we're at 89 Agave in Sedona, and before this we went and had mead, which is apparently the oldest form of alcohol, and it predates other alcohol by like 11,000 years. So that's what they told me, I think. And then we did a wine tasting, and now we're getting food and stuff.
Is it going now? So Brie's saying she's not gonna go to, she's going to work tomorrow, but point to the now point back to me. Yeah, she's not going to work tomorrow. That's pretty good. That's really good.
Churros! Oh! Wow! Read it?
Now they gotta see behind the scenes now. Behind the scenes of you doing it.
That doesn't make any sense.
Exactly, here. Now
It makes no
it's
sense.
behind the scenes so they can see your face changing. Stop! Stop!
There's some footage of me holding a snake looking really goofy, but there was this guy just like on the side of like in uptown Sedona who had like a pet snake and some other pets, and we were just passing him around. So it was kind of crazy but fun. And yeah, so he said he had like 400 pets that were like, a lot of them were like animals that people didn't want that he's like taken in. He kind of like, I don't know, he had like multiple out there, so there's some of that, and that was kind of fun.
Sweet.
The snake is curling?
She's sweet. As long as you're not a mouse or a rat, you're good.
Oh, sometimes I'm not sure. Oh!
Wow.
Oh!
Hey, come on. Just push up, pull the top up. Just pull it up. Pull it straight up. Yeah, pull that whole top straight up. There you go.
We debated staying an extra day to do those hikes, but we needed to get back to work, and I didn't have a way to access my work email in the case that it didn't come to work, so ended up opting out and driving 7 hours back. Got back at like 3:30 a.m. ish, so, and that was the full Arizona trip. So yeah, and I'm gonna say peace out on that one.